Welcome. In today's Barefoot Morning Letter Explainer, we're diving into something that could completely change how you feel, day in and day out. We are talking about barefoot walking.
So, does any of this sound familiar to you? If it does, you are definitely not alone. These are pretty much the signature elements of our modern age. But what if the cure isn't something you buy in a bottle? What if it's literally right under our feet, totally free and accessible to every single one of us?
Here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to start by looking at how our shoes might actually be part of the problem. Then, we'll rediscover the Earth's natural healing power, check out the solid science that proves it works, and then I'll show you exactly how to get started. And finally, we'll talk about the awesome community that's growing around this.
Right, so we all think of shoes as a good thing, for protection. But here's the catch. They also act as this insulating barrier. They literally cut us off from a powerful, natural energy source that our bodies have depended on for, well, forever.
Think about it. For nearly all of human history, we were physically connected to the planet. We either walked barefoot or wore stuff made from natural materials, like leather, that let the Earth's energy through. But then came rubber and plastic soles. And just like that, they created a disconnect, a separation that has been quietly messing with our body's natural rhythms ever since.
So, if the problem is that we're disconnected, then the cure has to be reconnection, right? It's that simple. But what does getting that natural electrical link back actually do inside our bodies? Well, to get that, we need to talk about a really important hormone called cortisol.
Okay, so think of cortisol as your body's built-in alarm clock and stress manager. It's supposed to be high in the morning to get you going, and then it should drop way down at night so you can sleep. But when we're insulated from the Earth, that internal clock just breaks. We end up feeling tired but can't switch off. Tired but wired? And scientists have a name for the health problems that come from this: diseases of adaptation.
And we're not talking about minor issues here. This broken rhythm is linked to some of our biggest health problems: trouble sleeping, heart disease, chronic inflammation, you name it. They're all side effects of a body that's just out of sync. This is the very problem that barefoot walking can help to cure.
Now, I know this might sound a little out there, but this isn't just a nice idea. The changes that happen in your body the moment you make direct contact with the Earth, what's known as grounding, are immediate, they're measurable, and they're backed by science. Okay, look at this. This is absolutely incredible. This graph shows you just how fast the change happens. That top line, that's a muscle that's super tense, probably from pain or stress. Now watch what happens right at the arrow. That's the exact moment of grounding. The tension doesn't just go down a little bit, it plummets, instantly, to a normal state. Your body starts to normalize the very second it reconnects. And this isn't just happening in a lab. You've got elite athletes using this stuff to win. During some of the most intense Tour de France races, cyclists used grounding to recover. And the benefits they reported were just amazing. Less pain, better sleep, and way faster healing. It let their bodies recover overnight from the crazy stress of the race. And this quote right here, it just shows you the life-changing power we're talking about. This comes from Miss Moon Young Hee. She suffered from a terrible illness for 15 long years. But after just a few months of daily barefoot walking, she didn't just feel better. She called it a complete cure. So you're probably wondering, how can I get started with this? Well, the great news is you don't need any fancy equipment. But if you follow a few simple guidelines, you can make sure your practice is both safe and super effective.
Getting started is so easy. First, just find a safe, natural surface. Think grassy park, a dirt path, or a sandy beach. And start slow. Seriously, just 5 or 10 minutes a day is perfect when you begin. Keep an eye on where you're stepping. And remember, the absolute most important part of this cure is consistency. Making it a daily thing is where the magic really happens. All right, a few quick but really important safety tips. First, it's always smart to make sure your tetanus vaccination is up to date. And this next one is crucial, especially in the winter. After you walk, always wash your feet really well. Then slather on a good moisturizer to keep your heels from cracking and your skin healthy.
As you start out on this path, just know that you are not on your own. You're actually joining this growing global community of people who are all rediscovering this powerful natural cure and sharing their own amazing stories. I really can't stress this enough. The really deep, life-altering benefits, they come from doing this consistently. You've got to think of it like drinking water or getting enough sleep. Your body needs this connection every single day to get the full cure and to maintain that new level of health.
And hey, if this explainer has been helpful for you, please take a quick second to subscribe and like the video. Every little bit of support helps us get this vital information out to more people who really need to hear it.
Ready to dive in a little deeper? Come and join the National Barefoot Walking Movement headquarters on Naver Cafe. It's a fantastic community where you can share information, ask all your questions, and get real support from others on the same journey.
You know, the Earth is right there. It's waiting to reconnect, waiting to help you heal. The science is solid, the personal stories are so powerful, and the way to start is incredibly simple. So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to take that first step?